People are scared to sleep. We. This is almost 11, almost 12 a.m. and everyone is scared to sleep. Jesus, please help Pata, I swear to God.
Okay, so it's here for video now. We're sharing the current situation that Elkoso with Dubai right now. Now, there's no doubt there issues at Elkoso with Dubai, and I said issues at Elkoso with Middle East, idea is escalating at a very rapid pace. I am saying how Niama Elkoso at the end of the day is going to affect all of us, and I'm talking about all of us because Strait of Hormuz are oil, almost 20% of the world oil. If that place is really blocked, what we will see is that oil prices, because when oil is, so if that place is blocked, now oil ain't mean for what will mean is that there's less oil for a higher demand, which is going to affect oil prices, and at the end of the day, it's going to affect a lot of economies. In that sense, the gold prices will come down, and oil price we should be seeing our CD going down and the dollar going up. Now, far from that economic repercussions, so one other thing that is here, many people almost came. Say, Oshesina, what airport so see, you could clearly see not all is there. Now, these are live pictures and live videos of how people are stranded at the Dubai airport. If you don't know what is really going on, the head and tail is that Iran together, US together with Israel is launching an attack on Iran. Say Iran, penny for together with Supreme leader Ayatollah, he is dead. Now, there are a whole lot of things that are happening, and even say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he together with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and also the African Union, they've brought out a statement because now Ghanaians have also been caught in this crossfire. That is how come I say Ghana for Binuma, Dubai, United Arab Emirates, Capsa near the they started coming out how much because you see and Iran fought to two some missiles now they call bases US bases a war Qatar Dubai and they and can you more interceptors a bomb but can say Iran for no they are overwhelming the system. It's almost to bomb ne bako na Qatar for ni Dubai for or me a use US systems no action and blasting they are doing it times 100. International go back Brunibeka said it overwhelms the interceptors and answer the systems any sensors and based on this some of the bombs are falling at civilian buildings at airports yan for team bombs need be akokawa. Very soon be watching this particular video in detail. So that is exactly what is really going on. But before I bet to ask you be the kind there is Excellency John Dramani Mahama in Sema Odiababe Tuja. He together with the African Union and also Okujutu Ablaka, because as I said earlier on, there are Ghanaians, Ghana for Omua Brutri, and even the shocking part of all of this is Isan said Yinko be brave Omuye nanny care, house care, any maid. Any construction work, Qatar, Dubai, many of them are found at the crossroads, and even one of the issues the fact say all these things are airport. Ghana for binum car airport. So yes, Minuka say Israeli Prime Minister Ghana for bin Menu Zan Felix or Maka airport and I'll be playing a video for you to see how Dubai for airports one of the bombs at Iran for 2 years, a copy airport. So it means airport square now man for air shelter or that place at a point in time was not even safe. That place was not even safe. Now, Yankoshe video Wimbra, Babaka, definitely we have a lot of updates. Air Koso, Memusa Ghana for be air Kasa any other. But before then, Yendi kind how the airport itself is. Airports are in Yanumna or more. They were lodging there, and as they were seeking shelter there, a hokrano bomb be equator. Mind you, there were certain Ghanaians or Mukanwa, Miruka say no tribe travel advisory have been issued by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs here in Ghana, and also by the government of Ghana, and also President have also been briefed about the situation. But before then, you can watch a brief video of how Dubai's airport was hit just recently. Okay, so that was one of the video I was sharing here. So this is the airport, and as you can see very well, the airport no krana na amount for air lodge, a hot and safe. At the point in time, you could see say said you some of the bombs and we ni be failure interceptors ni failure say betche bomb and maybe at our airport. So now I told you said the Ghanaians are omo sisia no omuyem SH0CK. Now you share this particular video because this video shows Ghana ni bia omo a apartment complex. Now sa apartment complex no omo no all of a sudden omo and say bombs ni be at the top buildings no. So and funny enough no sa particular apartment building no an apartment complex no it house not just Arab for but also Ghanaians are omoye nani care omoye juma construction workers are to do an fi Africa and I'm no say omkopia enya asem ketwa. Now you did cash abosa video no, but for context we just want you to see the surrounding. Yeah, babaka we will go straight to the office of the presidency because they have started bringing in a warning in December and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama omoka about this particular attack. What is there for Ghana? What are we going to do? Would we as a nation deploy our military there to bring our citizens home, especially if this war conflict between Iran, US and Israel, if it escalates at a rapid pace?
People are scared to sleep. Almost 11, almost 12 a.m. and everyone is scared to sleep. Jesus. Please help Qatar, I swear to God.
So this was how the scene, some of the scenes of course. So Ghana food were parties says 1, 2, 3 a.m. Yes or no any amount for or more the various complexes no they are outside because they are scared of their life. Now I told you, sir, it is not just the apartment complex and as in same way Asia it is putting people's life at risk. They be and Hong Kong also the airports. Unfortunately, Ghana food be no more now more travel that day. If we Dubai, Abba Ghana no they were caught in the crossfire. Yenkoshi video will of how Zion Fellas or no one just that day in packing in Yema or Bew and not the Otian says will at the bomb is a yet to bomb. Now sa bomb be a yet to tono a Kamyako say a B on a bomb near to Sana airplanes any other the intimate fly because one shana a disrupted or radar no and almost sensors no. And now say one shot now a year during landing and I take off from one of some of the bombs we really a friend is saying hit these airplanes at the end of the day, it is going to cause casualties. So most of air flights, most of them are grounded. Now, Zion Fellas my update as to what really happened, the scene on ground, and even how he himself, together with other Ghanaians, they were stranded at the airport.
It was any home in a cancel their flights. Yes, I had Dubai airport. I maybe Okwa arrival or far a train as a metro now or the Akono. Yes, we now be a cancel your flights until you can say you trim the back now you go through immigration now you go far your luggage now you call hotel. If I Emirates fire there, or mama will be a hotel, will be a hotel. I'm sure it's almost everybody because me there. I'm sure so be also in a hotel and almost a hotel it comes with visa. The good news no. Into visa in fact or visa. So far as I'm a hotel, or my process BBR, or my process BBR, it's me at the amount. You know, I was young uncle, young uncle, and you know, nobody buha. I think I like the service of Emirates. I like the service of Emirates. Me far Turkish airline. Me say flights no or taking. I'm catching me say. Mini visa, so I won't be allowed to enter the country, and I had to get a hotel inside the airport, and that hotel inside the airport is very, very expensive. Me call normal say 690 euros a night. Later I think I'm spending some hours, but later I normal say 350 euros a night or so. So I had to book the 350 euro a night with my own money. I'm not providing accommodation. Because I'm accommodation now outside the airport, and because me live in my accommodation and the only thing they give me is I think after every 5 hours or some hours, and even after say me try flights, me book hotel, no, me complete trip the next day, call na me lodge complain no, I'm gonna say my compensation me who the amount on the mommy, but me check me using me Aussie account, Australia account, bank account a year, you know, they've sent me like $85. Me know how much that is in euros there, but they give me $85. If I'm spending 350 euros no, and for a hotel a night no, they pay the 85 Australian dollars as compensation for that amount of money I'm spending. You know, I'm like wow, but Emirates for the year. I'm also on my hotel outside the airport and or visa BBR on my facility because my visa I'm the buy a single entry, only a room now people, and I've gone through immigration, my immigration checks. That means I can't enter again. But my BBR hotel no comes with a visa. In fact, I'm for you there. I'm going now. Be a factory now.
So that is the situation on the ground, and as I fell is air cancer. See, I need in some no, and we are near my corner. You cancel Obia flights because the life of people is at stake. One shot now, a bra. Yeah, all travel and as we leave the city, no, all plane, you know, say be nyankopon, and yes, a bonnet embra, but these bombings, no, at the end of the day, what we could see is that a be Betty then Ababe can't play now, or play never can is one shot and in same be brave. Now, and yes, I am fellas in Quan and I stranded, who could mean so I stranded, but I am fellas so as I so I can sample for a trasso. Yankosha video babaka, we will see what we could mean or no, you could back aqua perfume about beton. And a tea for maybe a day and then now. You should video babaka, you better also.
Is it a Bema Dubai Airport, first time I come face to face with issues like this. And on 28th February 2026. Now I'm supposed to fly from Dubai Airport to London Stansted Airport. The flight was 3 because normally everybody 2:30 na yako. But about 2:40 I was sending emails say I might schedule flight me I call for something. Now and then I'm sorry now Iran Israel for start bomb no. I might say Israel for to call ma Iran was to call American bases. I was some of the Gulf countries now Hassan. I might be Abu Dhabi, be Echo, Bahrain, be called other Gulf countries no. Jama you might no. UAE for close or more airspace no. Yes, they check Emirates for app no more latest updates. They say or more close airspace no. And the company minimum was enable to because by only 4:30 the email number sending and only call 4:30 and they've given a list of restaurants within the airport with me akwakoje aduane like what tickets no can get food to eat when you can misro she instead of I mean I never gotten to this point with someone will be there. Now we can last year say time I call Australia no. Now I call Australia July and before that in June no. Now Israel for instance the same issue Israel Iran for I think that before July, before me fly no, now who said Trump are stepping in we're coming on my down. It's me fly to Australia somewhere July. And a day, gonna mean and I'm to say you cost cover. Me go move come say omunya more the same area. So me bedroom na I'm gonna say you be body 230 about 230 now still no your body. No gonna say about 130 yes. I'm gonna say about 130, 145 still na need in go iron body. It's around 2 no. No me send you emails. Zero. But she see I'm sure say things will calm now. They fly to London. Rapaholic 6 March. They called Rapaholic over London. I'm sure everything will be calm for us to go. And so anything that will happen, they are no the updates no. I be back me. So what she see? They will come. So right now no, Dubai Airport Nazar Felix war. I'm just hoping say 2:30, 4:30 no makano. I'm so yeah, heard on my because the visa no a single entry. And you can't me Dubai visa a single entry. And I've crossed immigration too. So I don't know what will happen in case Yantinia maybe a special visa and give us access to the city for us to get our accommodation. And I say be on accommodation within airport now because in Turkey when I miss my flights, I'm catching some visa. So they didn't allow me to step out of the country. I had to find my own hotel in the airport, which was extremely expensive. I think I paid like 390 euros a night. First, me I think first me come say 690 euros. Me can't pano. I call 350 euros or so. So I'm just hoping. I mean, if you're I'm sure they'll figure out a way. Now it's only baby ada. But I just want to live. But yeah, I'm fly no more. You need it. At the idea grow you need. Just say things can get down or become before 4:30 no more can see as I now look at about 2:56, almost 3, in fact like an hour and a half more. Yes, was an hour and a half more meeting my service of missionary way. I might fly. So yeah, that's to here. Any update we are as usual. Bro.
Okay, so same way as Zion Felix edit to job. I was telling you, sir, it is not only Zion Felix, and he is caught in all of this crossfire. Kweku so was also caught in this particular crossfire. Or no, dear, or so Kukrum was of perfume about beton. It's here for ene, maybe ye den enenam. Yinti Kweku so no so I stranded that waka Dubai. Bra, this US bombing, Iran bombing, Israel bombing, El Koso.
Because hoko ye the way they may be top perfumes. You will have must send a message. Ten. Me phone. So connect to Wi-Fi in there. Or cheap or fine. So I connect to my internet to Ukrume the message be a baby a bema sakabi. But the better so. Na mama kind. Na me de ba kubin so ato so aso hia. Bombo ba ko timi se yira akwan timi se Dubai for no crew no e ben abonsan kakra do mo de je fans no but me se bibia be fine me se bibia be fine bibia be fine bibia yensi bibia no me bisi nyamenti mama ye nyankoponti BNC. I have message no must send you a banner. Me, some message you may be done. You better try the animal. Me cried it. Master, when I shut down here, ya say Zion, dear no. Send me the about Crono. Now Zion or your transit. Zion or your transit. Opo on po. What cockrum here? Minkoya on koi. See me ya cockrum ya about your metal perfumes 055 888 3191 upebie 2 atonwa upeba akomienu bia wisua ede ya mebefi timesrew ede ya mebefi nyamenti Timipa cho 055 Ghana for ye nim ho hwe asem ye nim ho hwe Dubai for mpo nim asem we ho hwe Dubai mpo nim hwe fawo Pipa cho opes cement papa so dia eye jata cement jata cement why na what you should be yete asiye nya we ebesi dan this red chocolate drink don't hear you so share and bacho special ice ensure there 520 or diabetes pressure no one be na samensia more so kumase take mesira mo mo to bombo no he me maye fo omunya so adwebo omuye force omuye children's omuye nkoda tiga munya de mo ye ne nkoye kurum ate better last stop FM BPSC yankanya mino
It's here for a very sad news. Now, all of these things are causing information about Bekai. Sir, me said by now, Kraus what TV said Iran, almost supreme leader, our really the country, and Iran for almost 37 years. No, US for Ekun, he was 87 years. It will share the Fox News, a major TV network in the United States. In some of the Ababe Tuja, me no can say because of this. No, yes, Excellency John Dramani Mahama and you could tell BlackQueens. They've also sent out a source of warning to the US and also Iran. I mean, no, because there were people who were saying, say, Ghana, don't get involved in this shit. There were people who were actually warning Okututa BlackQueens to stay out of this. But regardless, social the whole screen as well. Or see, Iran's supreme leader Ali Khamenei confirmed dead. IFN Ayatollah. He was killed in the US strike. Minuka say, this is one escalation. Across Minuka say, Ama manfu be bre air say, hey. Into maybe in same way maybe I do not know. Mind you, I was telling you, say Ghana Phobi Aka Airport. So apart from say Ghana Phobi Aka Airport, also what we are seeing and what we saw earlier in the day, and they say Ghana Phobi Swa Omoye Juma. Dubai ho United Arab Emirates Qatar UAE near the adeno almost stranded because at the point in time odawane is a bomb ababe bo a residential building munti odana is oda hatia one sha on sorry and I told you say a Ghana for so no o mababe kasa the president of Ghana, the office of the president, together with Okututa BlackQueens. Even before that, man for started warning the government of Ghana to not get involved. It will share in some way a fee a year, Mr. Irish or say senior at BlackQueens. We dey beg why? In the name of God, don't go and disgrace us. We don't want any problems. Until Aseba or repost and said, dear Okututa BlackQueens, do not release any statement on the US-Iran war on behalf of Ghana. We have not sent you. So basically, in some because now it was the first thing Israel, but now a three-way war. A US-Iran, a US-Israel versus Iran. Into no US go sanction you versus a whole lot of things. And now say, or meet mark as a crowd can threaten ho. Now it's here for Osha bomb be a man for to Ghana ye nibi. Ye the any glow for Ghana, ye bomb pie, ye titia bon sams ye penesa. Into yes, you could do BlackQueens. He should not even think, okay? And what's all that a dream who cries, the queen or be releasing statement on behalf of this particular country. Therefore, since sema ye can yanka be shame we pa any who's could you BlackQueens edify others from Ghana for normal patch or say do not comment on this issue. Or could you just approve me? Could you to or say Kwame Nkrumah Ghana, me, Mr. Fugu, we will talk. Minu kasa okudu cha BlackQueens ababe kasa or the same bibri ababe kasa. Now let us put this on the screens for you to see exactly what he said. Or say Ghana's statement on escalating hostilities in the Middle East and travel advisory for our dear citizens. So now Ghana is saying that the Middle East they want to say something about this, okay? And what they want to say about this is very simple. In Tikwa could read the statement if he Ghana's ministry or eba. We are learning that this statement John Dramani Mahama didn't but we believe say Nensa Esha Siana say he was briefed. Said statement we in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs no omode kwa abontin akwa tuja. So do you approve it? And I'm sure say one way or the other His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he approved this particular message. So young question in sema ukudu to blacka or the kan in sema otokoma Dubai for otokoma US for and Israel for amidst this particular conflict so you know this is a statement if okudu to blacka however it is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs concerning Myanmar Air Constitution the was a press release security situation in the Middle East and travel advisory for Ghanaian nationals. So now no Ghana Air Party says they've seen whatever is going on at the United Arab Emirates, and now they are issuing a travel advisory to Ghana for or more. So you really the way you know say this dated Accra 28th of February 2026, and in here it says the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is closely monitoring with serious concern the escalating hostilities in the Middle East. So now Ghana for a party said the Middle East or the war between US Iran Ghana we are taking note and then we are looking at it very seriously. Ghana mo akukudru or we are looking at it seriously with grave and a major concern. Inti and I say beto so ni ahwe insema okudu to blacka or can in that particular regard. O share the whole screens no so a ye to aso or say okay. Also, the ministry knows the ongoing coordinated strikes by the United States and of America and State of Israel against targets within Islamic Republic of Iran, as well as reported actions by Iran against Israel and United States military assets in the region, particularly in Bahrain, Kuwait, Qatar, and the United Arab Emirates. These developments have led to airspace closure, flight disruptions, and heightened security alerts across parts of the region. So now we are learning, say, based on the summer air course, the government of Ghana, so the air course, the various bombings are US for Israel for their bombing Iran, and Iran also retaliating in kind, especially on the US bases at Bahrain, Kuwait, and also Qatar, and also the United Arab Emirates. Or say, the government of Ghana calls all parties to restrain, de-escalate, and return to diplomatic engagement in the interest of protecting lives, ensuring economic stability, and lasting regional peace. And on parties, see, I know the Ghana for the United States. You know, why does Ghana and the Ministry of Government, they feel so bold? Like, to me be. Anyways, it be a letter keke. Or say, fret the US, okay, and also Israel. Said yomu munya botre. No omuni Iran kwatena no mon kasa. We nya bo sem because the omu no edin for lives are at risk. Also etwa so say the ministry advises Ghanaian nationals to avoid non-essential travel to and fro Middle East. Ghanaian residents in Bahrain, Israel, Kuwait, Qatar, and United Arab Emirates are urged to remain indoors where possible, comply with directives issued by local authorities, and exercise heightened vigilance at all times. Nationals in affected areas should avoid large gatherings and sensitive locations, closely monitor official communications, keep travel documents readily accessible, and maintain contact with the nearest Ghanaian diplomatic mission. So now they are saying, oh, Ghana ni na UAE wa Dubai, Qatar, dia baby and nipa dom ishiano. You don't really go there. You make sure at the end of the day, you try as much as possible not to be at a large place because honor you two bomb now mutim targets, and also make sure say what baby bomb impacts on any more into outskirts of the town to reduce impacts and BBC and also hold your travel documents in a Ghana for or more embassies. An emergency preparedness plan has been activated and assessments are ongoing regarding the evacuation of Ghanaian nationals where necessary. The government has at times initiated the evacuation of a number of staff of the Embassy of Ghana in Tehran, retaining essential personnel to coordinate assistance to Ghanaians in the Islamic Republic of Iran. The ministry and Ghana's diplomatic missions in the region remain available to provide consular supports. Ghanaian nationals requiring emergency consular may contact the following numbers at all. So the head and tail is that Sisiano or more part say Ghana for your embassy say a war a year Iran ya tum any a penko for a crazy person more no more support Ghana for more Iran. Also no Ghana for your embassy say war a year other UAE holding your monitor because then na year no and also no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he together with the ministry no omo de nima air to acquire send at the end of the day no what will happen is that at the end of the day what will happen is that they can be able to bring if say be anema air course and anema na air course near shena ebe too much and just say what we need to do right now is to make sure say the Ghana phone nyina omo amanone ane yebe pe kwan isi and edi omo nyina ebeba na say yebe return omo safely. Mind you, sa war we are course you don't know how long this war will go on because sisi anu Iran force say agro no see ekun omo leader yekun omo akasa omo the supreme leader we really the country for 37 years according to Iran for no Africa na agro no the game has just begun. Clearly no timu say no intoka we dey say bi ebetimi akoso ache yipa. So that is exactly what is really going on. I mean no can say things are not really looking good at all, especially for you nuanoma the United Arab Emirates, not just the United Arab Emirates but also in sensitive states or more like Iran because Ghana for be so Iran. What you say Ghana for be so Iran any adia these are issues I mean no can say cause a whole lot of major concern so that is exactly what is really going on now. Me no can say obia eka ho asem you need insemichi and definitely we will do well. Say more updates as all of this various events continue to unfold because the ACD it is very 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 serious. It is very serious. Ghana for power yet to bomb day in day out. You could clearly see at this particular rate in the year what we need to do for nuanoma or more and amanoni, especially Kuwait, Qatar, UAE, any other no even we are learning say the United States of America if we be sniper cells is it yes sniper cells one more Iran for more muskasa or munko US omunko into US say be normal like Iranian citizens be US citizens what be say kwaswa ni akacha o say wo edu time I see nya ko neko bombe ko neko starbe utie we obi follow news now to say da Texas obi efa etuo ekosutu nkofo bebre e Texas ba bia me no ka say nkofo 16 ye sutu omo na 3 gamma no so sutu ne kuno anopeya uko New York obi atwe sekan watwe no start starbe nkofo ama me no ka say nkofo 3 ya Russia Marco Hospital 12 others are seriously injured. So sisi an ade no ekwakoye a global conflict because me who say sisi before I member studios me who say the Great Britain and so omo person omo de omo ho ebe for the war no omo sisi and they are releasing their base for US to actually bomb Iran more. But yeah, so I don't know a original war sena in semne koso we are just praying say at the end of the day intiasie enye ejuma ajubro embra because at the end of the day kwanisa na eba ni say ya and I say bi ebe ha ubia including me and everyone it will actually disturb every person. So that is in sema ekoso in terms of this whole bombing campaign. Ekoso aminoka se Ghana full binom kra stranded aminoka says Excellency John Dramani Mahama or the information about say or monitor issue and even far from that to or the plans to say to dear ding and I say who's okay in summer ekoso no serious yen nuanom Ghana for or United Arab Emirates no yebefa kweti kwan bi so and I say bibi sa bibi ebe no at the end of the day ye do ebeba yeah, which means say yebe gather omu nyina say train and yebe form and say bus ye form more our yebe form more bus no ma kopi other city na say yetimi aform more play more abagana yebe ye so same P and definitely we are monitoring all of these 10 of events. We will definitely give our people more updates as all of these issues continue to unfold. Mind you, there's another update concerning BlackQueens because BlackQueens so omako kaho BlackQueens. Yeah, BlackQueens. Omako kaho it is and also same baby. But then you better also now you moving on to example for answering about BlackQueens. So no. Yenya ba nana ya brefo ye wo ho and information e ba sisi anu tubata akonichi enye amachi di neto nyom say you baby akobi because e crew edoso nana ya brefo we all know said na our despite media Peace FM or Peace FM and of course Adum TV multimedia na nua no ja ye and I think say Oko Angel or ne Captain Smart and Ofi Angel no Oko Onua TV media general. Yeah, that's sorry. Nana ya brief so I could pay US or pay US. I boni sisi or Uber driver in same P. Now based on this and based on this issue and a nipa na no ni nyantawantawa Kevin till Abeka say Nana ya brief obobre anyhow you spent over 20 years 2 decades in the media space for you to be for you to leave Ghana and come to the US see also you Uber no crowd ye no car now also use no cry old car into journey deliveries in Kwana woye. Based on this, Kevin Taylor Eka say Nana ya brefo or brand once of a talker channel. It is for many people thought said these things were a joke. And many people thought said in some manner air question it was a joke. Kevin Taylor was not going to deliver. It is for Minoka say we have breaking news. Breaking news are Abeka and sa air patch say in summer Kevin Taylor Eka about in yaba a year Nana ya brefo. Kamia kwese Sansem no na it is he was very much serious because that's sorry from the horse's own mouth. Okay, I'm talking about Nana Yabre for Nwankasa in some of the ababe tuja party say in some Kevin Taylor can say or better car achen car papa I'll beat him the Uber in yiska edibi akọ efie no Sansema Kevin Taylor can no Kamia kwese Kevin Taylor on and before I watch the car pictures and in sema and also the videos Nana ya brief we posty concerning this particular issue no. Which they will screens or say Nana ya brief posty and so no posty video say he fulfilled his promise. Thanks so much Kevin Taylor, which means a promise that all can one say no car Minoka see deliver. So this is the car Minoka say washa poster eba if he enoch kweku kujo apj or say much respect to Kevin Taylor after the banter between himself and Nana ya brief the journalist. He's still gone ahead to buy her a new Hyundai Elantra for her to use as Uber in America after Kevin realized the car being used by Nana ya brief is not road worthy. So this is the car involved Elantra Minoka say sisiano yenyaba Nana ya brief sisiano. She has been gifted this car to use on Fanye Uber in the United States of America. Now, there's a video itself. I work with share of Naya bro for a bro pussy ya or called the dealership. We announced that this dealership in New York Bronx area. It is a hot and all quackwaje a car Kevin Taylor etimi a procure amano. Ye babaka Mike 2 so any a year Naya bro ababe kasa about this issue and Naya bro for watching say I am pa Kevin Taylor or you be or say adia or your car na or car sort be man no about in video.
All right, since me Alexandra, Virginia Alexandra Hyundai for company dealer. You better come on, bye. All right, since me Alexandra, Virginia Alexandra Hyundai for company dealer. You better come on, bye.
Now, I didn't Facebook and the social media mechanism say Kevin Taylor. I be kind of talk car man. What talk car man? I am. Now, I didn't Facebook and the social media mechanism say Kevin Taylor. I be kind of talk car man. What talk car man? I am. Onzaka kano.
Many and he felt that in a very clear mind or professional way he wants to write about. He actually leaked the story, and the truth is that I took possession of the car yesterday.
Yeah, train. Canada and white. Me who say a Elantra. 2022, 23, 24 model. Emubako.
Yeah, it's 2023 model.
2023.
Yes.
White car.
Yeah,
wow.
I'm concerning the defect and Barbant. I'm
producing. And do what they can. Kevin Chan also mobile this year. Now was a new scanner.
Oh, Debbie. I went to a dealership and Michelle and Adamfo, and we had a conversation about it, went on it, and then I went for the car yesterday.
Okay, so that was in Sema Nana Yabre for Editu just say yes, indeed, Ninsa Aka a year car na Kevin Tiller a promise no. Now, but for context, one more Shobeka, so what is really going on? This whole issue between Nana Yabre for any Kevin Tiller. This was the video question video Nana Yabre for a pussy a trigger Kevin Tiller to come and see so about talk mano. Me no ka say or the or say ayo yenche video e babaka.
All right, it was here for hi. It's almost like 5 or thereabout here in the States. I'm sure it's about 9 or so in Ghana. And a quick one. I know I've never told her and told you that I'm in the States, and then at the moment me Uber. And I've received a lot of comments to be uploaded. One message was like, "Wa by na ba na we jane na wa betna brocha ba papa ba na we jane." And I think I explained myself that there's a need for me to do something here. That is why I'm here. And somebody was also asking, oh, how are you using a visa, tourist visa to do Uber? Because Canada won't mean yes, sir. I didn't state how, and I didn't tell you some of the tourist visa Uber. You can't just even do it because they need to do your background check. So you have to put in your social security, you put in your details, and they will do a background check on you before they will allow you to even start the work or approve for you to start. And that's what it is. Now, I'll take you on a journey. Obi Bisa, somebody was saying, how is it like there? Because we are about Ghana and the Ghana didn't see Ghana how to sing. Right, so my name said before I even started this work, me fa Uber, me call UK and other places me fa Uber. And when I use Uber, you cannot own food to me fa Uber now see how to yaneka. They take the money there and then. Baby, I will call because when you register, you have to put in your debit or credit card inside. Say beya unya order pay. The better ones I can't never do. And it's a bit different. Ghana will bet me in cash and. In Ghana, I don't even know if you can even pay upfront. I think you can, but maybe Ghana no. It didn't give me that option. Here, it doesn't give you the option to even do cash. It's always credit card or debit card. I don't know if there's anything like that, but what I know and what I did, and when I was registering is what I'm telling you. Many other thing you can state it. And it's not like wako file than wako discount woni pan ho because Ghana you negotiate we are who could do now with Chiaka. Enti say bia akoto in Ghana no the order no yet it's not always food. You don't get too much of food order. Most of the time food order na riders na deba. Because some of the companies or restaurants near there they have riders enti but they also have riders who do Uber, DoorDash and pick up stuff. But what they do is that they give you the order with the amount of money and the distance you're going. Opa no afa. Distance you okay mawa no afa. And you okay mawa, then you do something about it. That's what I know. And that's what I'm doing with DoorDash and Uber. Then try a Lyft. And Uber no cry me fenipa because me car na me yes car to me toy. Misika so 2015, 2013. I bought something lower, you see Kia Sportage, which is 2012, so I can only pick food. You know what I say? My coffee will be a diane. And I'm there for money. And to me do her, I'll just put it there, take a picture. We also have a pin code now or the amount. And I say, Obiwa, you just hit Shiawa or Jia, no, I completely all done. That's it. So one day I'll take you on a journey with me the whole day for you to know what I do. So that's what I do. I'm not shy, very, because Charlie, man must work at all costs. And sign your until you must work. And I'm not the type that depend on men. I mean, what am I magic? But I don't sit. I didn't have the opportunity to marry a scaffold. Because so 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and yes, no cry. Ya mean to me, po. Me cram one place I and it probably will be difficult for me. So that's what I can do for now. I'm trying to see if I could do other things, but for now I can't just sit. I have to do some things. And the other name, and never you bet me a picture video or company be open me promo ma ha. Bet me I am. Or maybe 2 or restaurants and I me a promo ma. I can do it for you, no big deal. Oh, and our business be you think you can do it with me? I'm available. My old number now 0244284486 or from WhatsApp. I love you guys. We'll talk again later. Bye. Bye.
For instance, Sama Ayaniaba Nanaya Brefo or the Etujano. No. Finally, no, she has received the card. Now, you bet so also not to say I call a year in some for so because there are a lot of things such as a air course so ewo cronum and a sabepe. Now, I for picture ya a was screen so a woman you was screen so you know a dear different give to after your dazi. Now you be when you di a year in Belku and I embar Muku Mubompire Power Krum has said, you should know this woman. I'm talking about Aglo Ghana. Now, woman ye Obekai said between the year 2012 and between 2008 to 2016, yes, Excellency John Dramani Mama, Onya Tamos, na Omunina, Omua Bemuno. Aglo was very loud. And every year, Biana Aglo, Mu Independence Square, Ma Gada over 50,000 women. No Musun, Ghana, Yankupon Beji, Ghana Bre, Ghana, Yankupon Beji, if you're Bonsamin Sano. Yamu, yeah, but finally, in Paiwa, no more boss, GM, Unfia Diasono, GM Elusu, the 2016 election. Fast forward, Akufa Dubai, na amount for a training said this, a year organization, they will have. Among partisan, me tell me, I'm joining any party. They will serve the interests of women and also Ghana. No, you a whole woman in the true colors because a bra Akufo-Addo eba power pen. Na Akufo-Addo set up a certain board. Jubilee House any abemu and the woman we ye and board chair to occupy a huge position. And never all of a sudden the anti gloom can be. Within the 8th period of from 2016 to 2024, Ghana for you economic mismanagement, you corruption, you senkofu ebu, you hawa na buying teaching for press freedom, you teaching journalists near that you never be brave, you kalam say you doom so yin and woman we know she never came out to speak. Now Yankupon chat here, GM if we need 2024 elections are omoba bemu pe. Ye woman we need the cronies in a few position. It's here for 2025, Mahama no di even 30 days na woman yi esan fresh Aglo Ghana ye koya ya sanso aba ene oba fa vuvuzela o Ghana flag ni ade and na almost starting pipe but if for oma ya ma 2026 no just few days ago oma ye another meeting oma ye no this time around omo parties Nyankopon beji Ghana because Ghana ye bre kalamsi ekunye dumso ekunye and the first woman we she stood as a sebio software Nanka said she was not supposed to be partisan, and then a man for eba more attacking. And based on this, no, Minoka say a pambo edin simbi ababe to just a woman we ye can't one more or more chrome ha or mere man before woman we or count. And some the same baby because or pambo or say they be or muntimint now and share Emma Sanima we so who the hell is this particular woman? In the first place, 8 years and I gonna for a musu. So mo pe change can ufrata issues no where was her yenhwe video babaka
Pacho full meaning the meaning by almost say I grow for Christ
for omunuma pa ne sen kama mintie
olma ye meko omo ta hiehyem
bompaye
olma wada oma omo bompaye abre bia de ma oman no pacho
abre bia de ma oman no
na emre bi duru dia olma pacho omo bompaye
emre be ni bompaye
Oluma abra MPP beba aban bia cho mo mpaye no tutwa Sa. Omo mompa say 8 years na MPP beba bedi oman so a won't omo nka bi.
Sa.
Kopem say NDC.
Ebeba
no de.
Afina no mo bompa ye.
Pacho oman no abadwum na afi no manya omo mic no.
So e de bempa no be so mba bebo ana omo bo no ba bi.
Olman pajo empire mate omo boy empire omo bo say omo bo ma koko.
Eno no se koko be den.
Pacho say nyakopo be ma koko omo di koko for na nim koko sector na nim.
Ebe mo nyansa.
No mo timidi aye koko no.
Sa.
Olman pacha.
Eno ni say nya dwuma sa. No bi ensia tie de mi kan ye. Tie. Nyakopo dwuma nya one sided ne ye no. Ye ni both sides. Abraham pipi ba ko nya so no. Ya Ghana esi apini no mo we. Obi si ada.
Dabi oluma o manhia.
MPP pa ko nya so ada ko ye to mo to adiem emprensa da ko gina store to ade. Mi aka sam suma me ba ko am sada te me bai. Onam ta suma no ko to ade abrami. O fa ni chese ye so bi won se ade bi esi na pempem. Ye ko to ade abrami. O ko ye no o gina store. No me ka chanze na mani atom. Don't say first can be count no gina baby for me. Because of my son be some na me to. Satan no more. Satan no man say go no more. And them project did dollar put up on so sa. Ya mom pay man penny for kwat the ebu man that time e hunu nyan ama dollar ama for. Nya sabe no be say to brado ama kokonti. Ya two mom and more back. Etimi ko almost bobo bag no the first na say.
Olman pajo so tana ne de ne bo no ko soro akase ni nyina. Ebi okra ebo no 300 cities.
Etimi ko mo no ko so sa bi 500 cities.
Bag en get why ba ko pese.
So
de shem no mu yi ba ko almost 300 500 cities.
So what you say? Sata mo mpa na nya adwuma. Ma mpa ma mpa no fo hunu nyansa. Ati sa niema. Petro timi ko so sa wo Ghana. Ema niema po ye cafe ni bitimi ni kes kanuma baby o private kanuma pack wo fie Satan mo baba no way Satan mo baba no way women say go Satan mo baba no way I don't want to hear that name. I don't want to hear that name. I don't want to hear this name. So women say go yadi
what the NDC body ana fe nya no na mo kasa.
Who said that?
The patron NDC body ana fe no manya no mo kasa.
Kasa.
MPP to so dia.
MPP to so e be yewu.
Okoda board so dia no akon anu atum.
No da board so.
Oda board so MPP abrem MPP ba so na mo man board no kana no tum.
No kana no tum.
Wan kasa bi.
Wan kasa.
Afi NDC ba dia wasanya no say ka.
E wo ba biara wo dadwe ne ensiwo. Wo ba biara wo dadwe yo ba pa ndumbo de. So Abrante Ike upon mobile say MPP ta mo bomba ye and then this is almost a bomba me nya sem yaka but say MPP pa ban na mu ni anu e de bomba ye ya man hu dia and then this so ba mu nya because this ba ye what ye bebre we ni problem bia bebre no problem na aba ye the whole world and you Ghana hanko and say the mom problem we are seeing every nyansa me we are see Jimmy for koko hu hu nyansa and you Ghana hanko ko na be hu nyansa me ye e say Ghana hanko hu koko so hu nyansa me we are see ba bia adudu ni na hu nyansa nya Ghana for hu nyansa for so bia nyade eni so
because if you want na eba
if you want we am babo say so Dinimina Pediani be
Pay crying for Nedu. Mompire Nubia,
the name of Jesus.
Nation prophet or how Ompire for Nedu. I will go join you.
Pompire Mojamite, you know Jamite and Pabo. You can't say Jamite. You can't, you know Jamite. One way, Massa, put them aside and let us go. When you meet me, Yajuma, you won money 8 years. You won money 8 years. Dollar across 17 cities. 17 cities. $1 is 17 cities. Ever Ghana, you will be there. And you are Mama President, but we are to so dear to do. Says a person $1 is saying.
But 9 cities.
9 cities.
9 cities. Pacha.
A poya could be 18 cities.
Pacha.
I did
they do 23.
23 cities.
Pacha.
So what you say? Next year, you are Mama, dear Betu. And Papa Bemini here.
I was about Bompire,
And Papa, you hear ya sit down, probably a did the radiasi. No, some of the mama here. Still, I say, I'll go to ya in free Ghana free, I see now. And you remember house matter, where you Papa Raditi. What I said about the son of Enajuma? About the son of Enajuma. A good young Bible say, where you Bible? What I show me a good young Bible. When you meet a good young Bible, where you good young Bible. When you meet here, where you good young Bible, we say you good young Bible. When you meet here, a good young because I did be a good young and do one it actually. And when you meet here, more Papa Bianca, more Papa Bianca. It was what is so. You have not money 8 years. Yantim Pabo. You will young king, you minimum Bible 8 years. Yeah, bread. Mama Payada.
We are peeping into Empire, do all the own Empire.
She had a funny and quality was school. And what I need to do, you know, movie and so Galenin, so she never but social media. Mamma Fog and quality and improper, she said, Mamma, we are about to and quality and improper, she Mamma Godai. I'm a vampire, say, you are young brother, but if you win that, and your brother, I tell you, Coco, my Coco, for a compound. Now we are back with you. We are back ourselves. You might get to myself. Mr. Anquana, you buy a dinner and quite school. Woman, dear, dear, school fee, dear, and a good idea. When you are the pastor, I never come social media. And so, Galenin social. You are here about it. Some of your part, some of your part, I don't mind you, my fellow. I'm on a vampire. I'm on a vampire. Nobody from Wingan Sansham of Funny school. No more should be a report. You are present, Mama, and I'm a somebody in the and the school for Grandia chair. I showed them now. But some Jesus. What in your couple?
And some people so, my mother.
You bring your tail.
And this is for Dominasi form.
Yes.
Also, Dominasi. When you depend on be, I was
always stopping at once.
Stopping
at once.
Why?
Because some people come on fire, and this time you don't need your prayers.
And Bible now,
Jesus.
One prayer pray doing. You pray now,
and then you form Bon something for baby at your neighbor. What you from Amazon? What you from Amazon? The man from nine. Is it from a sample?
We are this. We are people near. No, me who saw your people. Because MPP by Okoda about so, but you saw your people. Yes. Now,
one two about Massati and your sofa. One I make it now. Sunny on your sofa. Me say, be a $1. Anybody boy a thing I have one time. Now, Kala, nobody school. And so she had any galley. Essentially, good galley. No, my car for no Madino. Omadian tire, no bandana and Yaman crab, bringing a diarrhea. And then I'm putting my bomb for your back, Papa, Mudim, Yam, and Kuala. Mutim Papa Bombay. Mutim Bomba Casa, and Padian Yasano. Manu to me, cut to Musanam, sir, and Yapayam Mupenti. Mupa somebody because some Pombecana, my bomb. Na some kuti empire when you move to the kuti empire. Yes, you shall move back when you meet on your sea and do baby. Packing them with us one and then and Yajuma. Baby, for Ghana flag, there are two come to say, oh, man. What do man know? 2 days in Biara to petrol, Nam and one of Papa away. 2 days, you took petrol, number Papa away. Week almost $2 when you number Papa away. No boy. Allowance one chain. And collect it and the money, no more. No more Jim allowance. And the Sabai by and this Abba Papa Payura Mama. When I'm then a bar or rather Yanko bomb. They say, when I'm Yeluma Samana Magana for. Yes, a California any better. Me say, Mobi Fanadu, me say, would the empire no? Say, Empire Papa. Tama and Kolakusku, no more money. About time some Yama before. Ya man amu ye ba wi asema amenom tam ye wo school na ye di aduane bone aye bre no ye ho dadwene ben ne hu hia mo a mo ba asem be bom pa ye krampo mempanifo ahwe school feeding so ni ade na enya aduane pani mutim bai mutim dun ye yam komo mutim dun ye yam aduane pa ho ye bi wa ye wu afre di MPP no NDC aba masa baby we bon pai koko no say we are seeing na ba the so bon pai ma Ghana penny for the koko bodo no any ade no one bon pai ma we are seeing for the ko e dey na sesa se say we betima na we ya kutiam pai bo we ya dwombone pai bo ebiro ba bia na mo park na mo gina so na ma pampa mu wa nam ewu ba bia mpa bo na ma pampa no mu yafunu enye adwuma e bo bra bia ni I am the man of God, the one and the only prophet in this nation. Or pop or better my bad Ghana make us say. When I miss Ghana for
my radition, so no what in Mama Ghana. No, because when you're Mama Ghana, the obey or my moon. Yet also son or market cake and summer, a bit more mine the cry, and this in why he. Oh, my moon. So now this year, Jumapa, no Baba Cope. As a son, Marco go Independence Square. No go abandon any mass. Abandon Juma why they won't make a dear Bacopa is here, no crania or my.
You were present by it. Dollar come from petrosem come from Bibia come from Untinako 1.1 never say. Montitia must sit down more fire and faster than they were there. Mom, Radin young compom. Say Coco, Yacobo Pen and Penny phone. One is what Jimmy. Penny Ben is what Jimmy Chico Bodo. Obey the Yansa. Obey the Yansa. Titim penny phone and be a Jimmy. Yami Oba will be an Yansa Fisa. Coco na we are sending free more party him and a chance. I'm a pro Kakasi Guho. From 2018, I could yes, about from our Yamantimania was in the scene. That the one that did get Jimmy here. And also can bomb Pemon 2018 and Coco as such as Ghana. Yeah, a Kakasi the 2020, 2024. Some penny fanatics on Omuna Jimmy and also also say Jimmy. Yeah, one was a cannibal bomb payment in Yansa first. Ah, then I'm coffee could be baby and any. I didn't show you mine. More morning.
If I do now, I say NBC, I buy also sorry, you should have. Oh, come in a Nanka, no bomb paying. Nanka super soccer. Wow, Yanti man. Then people really not on my airport. He said, we have a phone. Moha, mine are they? Bye bye.
I'm ready, so, or the Sheba. I want my pick the new how and my money. What do you mean? Mama picked them too much. What stop what? We should stop them. Ah.
My patcho, my watching the bunko to you.
I'm ready, so.
Patcho, my. When being a pageant, no, what you're an opinion was a winning millions of war. Ha! Oh, as some way okay. Or be a million said, yeah, 7 previous. Oh, no, some okay. I don't know when you're a chum, sir. Ah, when you're a chum, do.
When you're Bible.
When you're a chum, do. Ha, when you're a show, what do you for?
When I'm show, me that's it. Wait, I could jump away. You were present, so chum. And no person, yeah, bomb by a mount. Almost by never ma. A good sample of running tear. Ah.
Hello, Daddy, a radiation shower on the pay. Daddy, that are back China or more side and a time or more school, no more money in quarter school in you. No more money in quarter school in you. Or more dream mine, so more dream mine. Katama.
A school for dear Johnny Bonnie inside Johnny Bonnie at the infirmary.
About Papa Bana, you want to know, eh? You know, Moody Jimmy, or Moody Batao, a woman named Martin. I'm not sure when you have about Marco.
Mr. Watson, God bless you.
You. Yamini for Moati.
Mo.
Nah, Yamia Quas, there was a Unia and Savo Master.
Catamitia.
Now, the woman is a MP for no. Almost for Quan would do in Asso. Almost the phone, every one a ton near me before all MP before now. Almost not to near me more on. You make your test on person more frustrated by I say, now a pajama now. Mostly we go to. As well, your one is idea. Mahama, enough.
Enough. No, Master, we are still my soldier for memory. We are still. At the end of one year, teaching a finance minister, Brabant, milk, let's say, turn back. And Moody also turn back, and also turn back. The one turn is on the city, the other is Amrabium. Your bow chima, Ubertinia Manaso. Yes.
Yeah, but good morning.
Morning.
About what would you say?
When I'm intimate, I say.
Yeah, they can answer. I want my work and then no crap. That group one day, only I am people in Jawasa. I bind a no longer than I one pipe. I quit your pipe on Wujay.
I quit your papa, you one in Papa Yachumpire, and Yajuma, and your Pavina Radia. One sided prayers, Ayajuma. I bind the banners I have brand from home. I bind body where you Bible. Sanity. Sanya Chumpire. I drink one empire near Kuti Empire. We don't need it. Our Ghana happy. You hear Bibia Sabium or Ghana. Monsieur for Bibia, young Kevibia wants and Pantunche. And Kuala school for Diane. And Kuala Charlie Betu social media, the new Mutie. Some of your bad time, papa, some of your bad time, papa. And look on a Kamuna, one to make up the beach rabino. Multimia Makashi. Multimia Makashi, no quality dear and bonisa. Namompire rabbit away. I got in a coupon Tim pay away. I got him your gun will be intimate Jim Yamsompa. Mina make a throw. Yes.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Apumbo Cody.
We are intimate, I say.
Okay, with them, I'm sure they be, I'm sure me try be swimming now. And I'm saying them a friend, yeah, a papa bumpire.
But don't you hear so much? A random years case amount. And Quania what in fact, Jesus, dear, amen. A radish will be away summary. So what I say, the Ghana, Sabi Ghana, you and Yamimayo. And then the papa come here, and you will have some massa. More about Tana Mukojo, yes, I'm Muya Mobokra. Mukojo, Samuya Mobo. When you know, be seeing you be seeing power Ghana, giddy, pa, Moka Becca. Don't remember be a Becassa found. Nacham Sabada and Saman Casa, Sa Abamunu way, Aba Papa way, Aba that Abamu pon in Mancasa, Sa Bamunu way, will you are not going to allow anybody. Abamuna by Papa, a Mono Papano, and Abana. To be a Oshay piano. And you design a manimanachi. Me say, some of your bad and Pamu Ghana. A school for Dianequa. A school for Diane. A school dear for Diane to school. And Colabia Hometia, and you before Choma to social media. About and tomorrow. About that woman to me, grow home and tomorrow. I didn't remember Bompire. Says somebody for down or moon yansa. No Jimmy from no money and Papa may money. Ah, yet here was near call.
What do you come back to my children? So near there. What do you for about that? I watched the Anama at the 12 million and then 4.9. No, at the same. What do you for?
Okay, so in some way, a year of Pambo or the two giant response to a glue, Madam Gifty Afenya Dazi. Now, yet to us, so near coins and for so. Meno Casa Siciano, a year His Excellency John Dramani Mama, Onigana, Wakupimu, Ewo Amain for Frost. Nina says, Sician information about Tuja Air Party say, Africa, ye be a new court, as our courts we are ye being a African court. Ewo Arusha. Now Arusha no ewo Tanzania. And you know the pictures I will show on the screens. No, these are live pictures of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And repeat, the video never to you see some of the events, of course. So His Excellency John Dramani Mahama when he was there to actually open the African court ewo Arusha as our court be being a China mandate and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama oko PM ewo. So these are live pictures I will show now. The details of it in the but then we in some way the presidency, Ghana's presidency or Ebaye and the screens was a statement. President Mahama to open African court in Arusha on Monday. President John Dramani Mahama will leave Accra on Sunday, the 1st of March 2026 for Arusha, Tanzania, where he will be the special guest of honor at a solemn ceremony to open the 2026 judicial year of the African Court on Human and People's Rights on Monday. So we are learning says our court we are the biggest and that's the only African court. So ye be Arusha exna Monday Arusha no Tanzania, and we are learning say President Mahama or no and obey the special guest of honor obi be your friend is saying judicial court here the African court on human and people's rights. African rights in and the bear quarter obi timidi acquires Excellency John Dramani Mahama or no and yes or sefata on BB. Now we are no also the ceremony will also be used to launch the 20th anniversary of the court. This will be the first invitation for a sitting president of the Republic of Ghana to address the AU court. The theme for opening the judicial year is 20 years of service in protecting human rights, human and people's rights in Africa. So you are learning, say, these African courts, it has been in existence for 20 years, but then baby, omukwaku be a new place and more like a new building. African quarter, the biggest one as such. And almost they are celebrating 20 years since this African court came into existence. It protected Africa for rights. So while in Arusha, President Mahama will hold talks with Tanzania President Excellency Samia Suluhuni Hassan. Again, Mr. Mahama will leave Arusha after opening program on Monday, and while away, the Vice President will act as President in accordance with Article 60 Clause 8 of the Constitution. So, you're part to say, Bra Mahama is Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Obabe Figana, and Figana Pe, which we Figana Sisi Onihano, Nipa Sisiano, or Bijana Nemu, basically the sitting president here in this particular country, Mame. Nana Opoku Atuma. But then we have some videos and some scenes. Yes, Excellency John Dramani Mahama Ebra or step he stepped foot Arusha no near maybe a course. So and even how he was received at the airport. Menoka said this is something very huge, especially for the office of the presidency here in Ghana, because for Mahama to be the only special guest of honor, which means that you'll be Africa phoning they are seeing his good works and they believe perhaps that thing among forecast Obitimi Anaza is basically like the Kwame Nkrumah of Africa. We believe many people are seeing him that way. Yet this particular video, Babaka, we will continue with another updated video. It's Excellency John Dramani Mahama. He landed at Tanzania, Arusha.
You wake up, one day everything is quiet. And
Okay, so that was Ghana's President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Ebrokupi Arusha, Tanzania, to open the African Court for Human Rights. It's now an B0MBING SH0CK. So he arrived there today, and he is the main guest of honor for that ceremony. We are learning so later on from tomorrow. So no, Obishia, the President of Tanzania, Madam Samia Suluhu or something. Forgive me if I don't get the name right. But it was so on this particular same issue. I mean, it's say Mahama, Ewama, no, let's say Ghana for was saying Paibu. Why? Because information I gathered just some few moments and a few hours to Mohammed's London. Tanzania airport say amanfo bi akwenya helicopter akwensia. So in here, as you can see, also 6 killed after helicopter crash in Nandi County, Kenya. So you are learning that this particular helicopter no crash no AC Kenya. Remember, so last year around this same time, and again Lucy, our 6 people, we lost I think 8 or so people in this same helicopter crash at Omanibuama and Kwa. Sansem just say very sad. So now no SNC it is the last year Ghana DC crunchy biana another crash SNC wo amine frost. But then this time around no Ghana yenya any helicopter crash, even though our president is outside the country. We praise the God protect him. But now no information about it to just say Kenya no helicopter crash AC I'm for 6 ewu. And even what makes this one more shocking and puts everyone and I put everyone's feet on the ground. A part to say a lawmaker, quite so Ghana, member of parliament, it's an MP and a lawmaker bika or to say your party so no so a very popular lawmaker not also at a helicopter crash in one he is among the deceased. So a idea I just say learning it is very sad, especially looking at the fact that penny for omutu batanas many of these engagements are use airplane use helicopter. So we can only pray for their safety. So that is the issue so now even if it's no so near bushi near the camp of Charles Kojo Fusu. Menoka say the camp of Charles Kojo Fusu a whole end because now no the update bro say Papa she or see no part said he is basically the PR for the first wife of that Lumba Akusia Sewa and also team legal wives. No, what we saw was that Papa she organized a prayer session for that Lumba and was also Ediababe to just say team legal wives together with the first wife of that Lumba and a section of that Lumba. They are going to organize a new funeral for that Lumba. Amenoka say no, I didn't say Bibri Aba. Now, same we are Ekosono, Amasisiano, the first wife of that Lumba, Akusia Sewa, any impenifobin Akusia. I just say that Lumba, Wankasanibush and Phobia Akusia, they are demanding the body of that Lumba. Amanoka so winning bibia. You see that Lumba Kazankasa de baby you see no see and quite contentious. I just see dim now no omoko a friend is a conforbi ho and a conforno or see that Lumba abe shenimua or casa and a conforn say baby you see that Lumba any fee easily gone, but we've not been able to confirm it. Menoka say we are penny to park or the Simbia Baby to just say what it say. Akusia Sewa, Papa She and Co. They are going to organize a new funeral and as a celebration of life this year. Menoka say information about it Tuja and I be opinion edit Tuja say man the lawyers are getting involved. This is not going to happen. Now on the same Bibri at Tuja as to why he was opinion to park or Montana and yen shehain and she Emma Obia Sebio on King Busiano onim omwa anka Sebio or Sankomu ye. And for some reason, they themselves said, "Say omomba." Now one banner and you see that Lumbe we are said you opening moon ayeden. Why do you want the body of Charles Kojo Fusu? And no te menoka say no a year a penny to park air parties a copy of court. Now on one kasa ababe kasa about this particular issue, what he thinks about this, and I said what the family members are even saying about it. You know, if I would see in summer it was a penny to park or they are to concerning the upcoming funeral of Charles Kujofu so menuka say no akopie mo quarter. Let me retrace the second funeral of that Lumba Ibusapeni say embasso and embasso chan. It sema Ibusapeni audit when we come back we will definitely continue with this particular updates.
Celebration of life.
Celebration of life.
That Lumba.
And to me, yes, celebration of life.
Emma so.
And they say,
but I'm going to stick us about mountain, posters about mountain.
Oh, yeah, the injection.
Emma so. You don't know about Monty.
Oh, I need the Emma.
To back. I'm for Philusa. I'm for
Philusa. Something I should say. Yeah, me, who was a mem. And on my head, I did a call. Look, I met to say, Gamma just saw my woman yet. Now, me, I guess to back. And this will be a year,
no celebration of life.
Celebration of life. You can marry in a boom. Shanano, Yanaka, but when you're in a couple, talk about some beard. The Saudi Oka can have bloggers in Muslim. Namudi and Tamanam, yes, Mumbazia Kabumuda. Yes, you have a kaboom. And may buy ye. Nabusi afọ nyina na ba ko fa se ba ko da wi a ye besie no so ye wie no mo kan ye bom ye ma me no mre wafo kokora nante ye na ye titi obebrebe
to mo ko se problem wo so ko ma ka sai ma
se wan no ono China na atini gang enye ye nkofo no ekofo ene te wo no
ena aba ha no na bi so pan iske tieska wo ma na iske tie go pe wo
ye tieska bia wo
eno so betu
pra na maka ojimi akwa pra na maka nsem bia to na ma hu dia ya my sisters kaka kire o mu no mo
so tie bia ni na chinjo betu no betu me
una adi mi siso na mi abusi apayi kura no before say ko bi beka asem no as I say enko hini o hini ne tumi fra mi what ya say
mama hauda na betu mama hauda no
kala bari mu kare na achi da aka ku aba mu kare ba yanzu muka zuwa wasu ka gani yanzu sai za su kira ni za su kira su yi mi abusi abari ba kudi wanda ana biya ne amma ina so kada mutane duka yi sosai wajen sai tinye tuna ba tiye njaka ya tunwa she juma ya so ma asante ne eno mo sise no asante me makoso
okay
me de me mu na yi so
okay
tuba no na ye beye umpo no na ye beye
tuba
okay in summer ebusua penny to park edi to jano no say eye ni de da Lumba ne second funeral no enye ade a ebeba so na me ne wo kase no okotechi FIFA wabe attack His Excellency John Dramani Mahama sisia no opatisia no Ghana border ayehu obeda so esi akokunkrofo bi wo Ghana ye northern border terrorists fa kwa attack here obeda so esi ye southern border no ye Cape Coast ye nuanom omo eposo no nkofi bi akoto ahye omo so ene ye fishermen bi ana wo mo chenam no yakwachi ebi mu nsimpi me no ka say no okitichi FIFA patch say honorable Intofo in some of the betu just say Ghana. The entire Ghana, we are getting all of these incessant attacks is because His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, awa true awa ye Ibrahim Traoré, sisi an terrorist for pay Ibrahim Traoré asem eno na esi omadane omebufu so about innocent Ghana for. Yeah, share this particular video of what really went on. Babaka we will continue.
Yete kroma sema your mama starting sim hunu bi me kana mu di matem. Civilian government ayato abama no. Na sa government no o se ono de wone coup d'etat fo ana be hwea bom na ye nyina ye bojere so tori ye hwa de we a terrorist attacker esi wo Burkina ama Ghana fo omo koto tomatoes wo Burkina yekum wo mo Ghana fo yekum wo mo terrorist fo attack Ghana fo na omo nim say Ghana fo because Ghana car ana na omo tim
No one him say Ghana for because omoche woman brofo na Ghana for neka. So they knew that they were not Burkinabes. Now question yebusa say e na bema terrorist for e go ahead say won be attack Ghanaians. Menim say munim say terrorist for mo Burkina wo mo ne eye wo mo leader Ibrahim Traoré etiado amoma so. And John Dramani Mahama e baaye. One of the things that John Dramani Mahama eye say he was glorifying the coup makers on our borderlines. Your borders, you know. Now, sa coup makers see or many terrorists for no CNE. And because Ghana is actually glorifying the nonsense of coups, 8 innocent Ghanaians have been killed in Burkina. Abaino Kovaso, Abaino Kanwohe. 8 families are shattered because the brutal honesty is that TNA, where a intelligence collapse, Abain be or ye serious biano. Sene manfo ediga ewa bra Ghana for national security yenim se Ghana for ebre ko Burkina ekofa eye ntosu ni ade eba nanso ye ntimi a make sure say be protect ye manfo civilians ni wo no omu ye ni any serious nation bia or serious security agency bia no wonim se by now nothing Burkina Faso eye war zone for several years terrorists aje wafa eti ko be won ne nkrofo ebe preventing nkrofo from going there. But the National Security Secretariat led by Eye Orua Osman yaye din yeda yanya predictive intelligence bia ani atra wa ye din ma Ghana fo enwotwe na saa nwotwe ne menim de ye chenie plane kohwe ase a eye nwotwe enkola ekonya accident wo ayi a eye 16 that is enwotwe ayi 8 times 2 saa nso na ye kokum terrorist fo a eye 8 saa nwotwe no menim ade a ye de ye kwa akoma nkola adwuma na emu nsia akwa akowu ewo eye dieben ayi military dieben ayi picking no mako. So the research department of Ghana national security the Japanimu an so de ade abona taso na nkwase asem intelligence picking the Japanimu ho asem enkrofo ne sa ewu ye no. This is the current state of arehosem and kwa mu we ni kwani we should have some dignity. See ebekwa akofo mo abase yantimi am protect mo se mo be wudia ene mo ye Ghana citizens ye kofo mo ba yantimi anya saawu ye just ankrofo no ewo eye Burkina ama Burkina fo na AC wo mo. And to make matters worse, no Ghanaian official Ghanaian official bia ni ho ye kum Ghana fo emra nche ne mabawa.
Allah Akbar. Sayara de titau ka daw ta titau fi alhamdulillah sayara heba o wonno tata boko ho ya se
sabre no ayekum Ghana fo no ani bra ba ese the nation no should even be flying a flag at half mast no. Any serious nation time wa ayi your friend say ayi 18 ni ko wu ye ni say 18 de no mo ye upper class plane crash ni ko wu ye ene ene nyina ya yanim ku say mumunyo na ye hu bi da. The nation is mourning. The ordinary citizen na wono ofri eye asankregwa ofri agona ofri wiamuase no call eye dwa Burkina yakwa kokun terrorist for kokuno senke de ho awerho kelnet aban de ho awerho fly ye the same time. The Vice President of the Republic, Onu Awanko, Burkina wayi Mama Wanko, Minister of Defense, Deputy Minister of Defense, Miangazam Nyobrije Jemfi Wanko, Wamunyina Anko. At that very moment, sensitive government and Crawford wu terrorist attack ebi nsida na otewana womo bonyomsa.
So same way and ayekote chief FIFA or the two just be and some need do no. I don't know. Attack ni si. Meanwhile, Sisiano esanse sankofu omunye NDC4 omunye members of parliament omunye foot soldiers and into eja omobako asho monsa, which definitely is idea a very, 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 very bad. It's a udrin okra on tiasia. So a same be but then ultimately, you need this same way here to say, oh, try as much as possible and give you more updates as all of these various events continue to unfold. Once again, if you are live, it will be to me the comment about comment session or near Twaso with instant fufro. Native for your Twaswa, Menu Casasiano oko a year information at the bro earlier say a year bombings are US for any Israel for or more target Iran no sa bombing Menu Casa in Ghana for binum or more akokemua enya sem ketwan a kamia say the issues is getting serious by day. Why? Because me know Casas is here no, the Ghana's foreign minister, and also Kudu to Ablakwa, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and also the Ghana's foreign ministry. Omudi Nsimbi Ababe Tuja said Ghana, your national team, TNE, the Black Queens of Ghana, the national team no, Omaka Kaho. Ghana's national team, the Black Queens of Ghana. Omo bombings are caused with Iran, between Iran, US, Israel. No, as you see, as bombs, me no saying a fan air co ama a ye one more United Arab Emirates. As I say, United Arab Emirates. We are talking about Dubai. We are talking about Qatar, Kuwait, Bahrain. All of these countries, bombs need be air cost. Now you need. Say nyanum emba omobo Ghana blast omobo Ghana Black Queens na nu ya ye ka say omukwa akwaje eye women's world cup se den abe you nim die see ya sisi ano omakwa akwaye stranded wo ho. You believe say maybe these people were going or were using Dubai airport as a transit. I just say me no ka say oma strandia enyensem kwetu no kutu to ablakwa edin simbi ababe tuja to say some of the ababe tuja party said now the Ministry of Foreign Affairs have been notified to share the wo screen here or say we share the wo screen say Black Queens stranded in UAE, that's United Arab Emirates, amid Iran-Israel conflict. Now far from that to a year Okujuta Blacka or the statement be able to concerning this issue and how Menoka say Ghana buying we've taken notice of what is going on and even what they will do to secure in Yano Mumba Menoka say Akokim United Arab Emirates due to the US Israel and also Iran bombing at so air bombing or more. Okujuta Blacka, who is the Foreign Minister of Ghana, opposed to Ghana celebrated Black Queens are safe and doing well. So this came after reports say Ghana's Black Queens they are stranded there. Menoka say people were saying say hey a ban is sending Black Queens akoka Dubai bombing you and come more. How Okujuta Black people say Ghana celebrated Black Queens on your makasa they are safe. Also I've spoken with the leadership of the team. Our diplomatic mission in UAE has been in close contact with Black Queens, extending much needed consular support. So now, say embassy for Ghana's embassy in UAE, any idea deno, a Black Queens for team, any team leaders, nakasa, as you see, and bombardier say they'll do everything possible to take them from the region because of the ongoing bombing. Also, in this turbulent moment, the safety and welfare of all Ghanaians, particularly those currently in the Middle East, remain our utmost priority. It's a good to Black parties. See, I need omutimi omoni nkofo biblia de akasa. Emma one more omoni omakasa no. The issue here is simple. The issue is that issues at bombing na no Black Queens I see on mo akokemu no just say omu ye safe ye de omako PBB see bibia bombing no the income because obekai earlier say in sema na eba no one of the issues and na of major concern is that hotels cry said you UAE or and as United Arab Emirates they were all being bombed into other 5-star luxury hotel mo unye safe they be shrapnel and I said bomb no niema no cry one shot a bibitimi abekam ama menuka say no that also is a major issue. So that is exactly what we saw. That is exactly what we saw. Menuka Sisia no the Ghana buying Edin Simbi Ababe to just say indeed no these people are now one more omako piemu our UAE hono sisiano Ghana buying equity things in place to make sure say omu safe be a bombing any idea de kosono I just say enkamwa and this is actually a good news. So you need indemnity, but I told you say it's not just the BlackQueens pe and I said you complaining. There are many people who are also there. Menuka Sekwemenu is being stranded there. Zion Felix is being stranded there, and even Ghana for Omuye Juma Ewo Kronuman Kasano. They are also there to say they are stranded. So I don't know how to put it, but then it is something that very serious. Menuka saying now a whole video involved of a bra yenuanom Ghana for omo UAE katani ade bra omo daden mu a de say boom, they heard one loud bit as a bomb na Iran for atwa omo so omo call bombe US Navy bases no eti for yenim de see ya bomb no adane ama some of the civilian buildings are apparently no these buildings were housing some innocent Ghanaians. You know, this was a very serious time, and at the point in time, crown of video Ghana for be a PA as a lead now or Kasan and narrate the situation at hand and how this has been a big issue. Menoka says a big issue. Ama sisiano obia eyem sishena to say they are not even able to sleep safely and even soundly. Menoka say a very big issue. To share this particular video babaka, we will continue with some of the updates. People like Ghananews and Zion Felix Ombeka earlier about this, and now still they are giving updates about this particular issue, telling us say bibi and semni duni dear. I say obine can answer say I just nyankopon the ebem. So let's quickly take a look at this particular video. When we come back, we will continue with this particular update.
People are scared to sleep. We almost 11, almost 12 a.m. and everyone is scared to sleep. Jesus. Please help Qatar, I swear to God. People are scared to sleep. We almost 11, almost 12 a.m. and everyone is scared to sleep. Jesus. Please help Qatar, I swear to God.
I was any home in a cancel their flights. Yes, I hired Dubai Airport. I have a Okwa arrival offer a train as a metro now or the Akono. Yes. We now be you cancel your flights. Until you can say you train the back now you go through immigration, now you go far your luggage, now you go hotel. If I Emirates fire there, or mama will be a hotel, will be a hotel. I'm sure it's almost everybody because me nyame there. I'm sure it will be a hotel and almost a hotel it comes with visa. The good news no. Into the visa in fact, visa. So far as I'm a hotel there, my process BBR, it's me at the amount. You know, I was young, yanko, and you know, I think I like the service of Emirates. I like the service of Emirates. Me far Turkish airline. me say flights no or taking. I'm catching me say mini visa, so I won't be allowed to enter the country, and I had to get a hotel inside the airport, and that hotel inside the airport is very, very expensive. Me call say 690 euros a night. Later I call, I think I'm spending some hours, but later I call almost say 350 euros a night or so. So I had to book the 350 euro a night with my own money. I'm not providing accommodation. I'm accommodation now outside the airport, and because me live in my accommodation and that. The only thing they give me is I think after every 5 hours or some hours, and even after say me try flight, me book hotel no, me complete trip the next day call na me lodge complain no, I'm can say my compensation me who the amount on the mommy. But me check me using me Aussie account, Australia account, bank account a year. You know, now they've sent me like $85. Me know how much that is in euros there, but they give me $85. If I'm spending 350 euros no, and for a hotel a night no, they pay the 85 Australian dollars as compensation for that amount of money I'm spending. You know, I'm like wow, but I'm for the I'm also on my hotel outside. The airport and visa BBA I'm facilitating because my visa I'm the buy a single entry only room now people, and I've gone through immigration, my immigration checks. That means I can't enter again. But on my BBA hotel no comes with a visa. In fact, I'm for you there. No more going now. Be a air factory now.